here we go.
I will massacre you! We're here to fuck shit up. Oh, good for you! I'll smack you in the mouth!
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Injustice for All podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Mike G.
Welcome back to our shitty show.
So shitty.
You know what I like about you, Mike?
I'm just a regular guy.
You're just a regular guy.
A lot of comments about that.
On our first podcast, I told Mike when we were doing the intro, I was like, hey man, you got to introduce the show. He's like, all right.
I was shaking.
And as soon as we started, I was like, all right, let's tell a little bit about ourselves. You're like, I'm Mike G, I'm just a regular guy.
I'm just a regular guy, you know?
So now I text it to Mike G quite often.
Yeah, it's going to be a t-shirt at some point.
Oh my God. A regular guy t-shirt?
I'm just a regular guy.
You are just a regular guy.
Anywho.
Oh, so I wanted to talk updates. So there's been updates in the Jussie Smollett case.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy. Oh, Jussie, does the white supremacist beat you up, Jussie?
I go so hard on 45.
It just grosses me out.
Is it 45?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he calls it 45.
I go so hard.
I go so hard at 45. So the latest updates is, number one, the two Nigerian brothers.
Yeah,
They're
two black
suing.
dudes.
They're suing him.
They're suing him?
Yeah, they're suing Jussie because he came out and said that he was innocent, and was it his lawyer went on TV and said that the brothers were possibly wearing whiteface during the attack, and that's why he described them as white people to the police. And now the brothers have come forward with their own lawsuit saying like he planned every single fucking thing about this. Like,
Really?
Oh yeah. So the brothers are suing Jussie. The lawsuit from the city is moving forward towards Jussie.
Yeah.
But the big update is that the district attorney, Kim Fox,
Yes.
she's been subpoenaed.
Oh, yeah, because she mishandled
She's being
whole thing.
subpoenaed for mishandling the case. So the subpoena, I read like a quick brief on it. It just said that she's required to hand over any of the evidence referring to the case and her handling of it, and she cannot destroy any of it. And if any of it has been destroyed, she will be held responsible.
like 30,000 emails.
Did you bleach bit that? With a cloth? Did
Yeah.
you clean the server?
That was a little Hillary Clinton.
Jab. That old drunk bitch. That old drunk broad. She's like, it's my turn to be president. No, it's not.
We haven't cracked that glass ceiling yet.
Why'd you crack into a glass coffin already? Fuck. And then there's another update with your hero. AOC.
Oh, Alex?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
No, her name is Alex Cortez.
Her name is the bartender.
She's a bartender, and she is lacking everything.
A brain.
Yeah.
Don't judge me because I am retarded.
Yeah, she's special needs.
Oh, yeah. Well, so do you remember, what was it, that white supremacist down in New Zealand shot up that mosque? He, he's an Australian guy. He shot up the mosque. He said something about, subscribe to PewDiePie and all that shit like that. And then he went in there and, killed, 30 Muslim dudes. Real cool guy. He's a piece of shit.
I watched the video. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I didn't watch it. I tried to find it. They scrubbed it. But I'm sure it's on Live Leak or something. But I didn't see it yet. Well, so after that happened, AOC went on Twitter, and fucking, she went crazy talking about, white supremacy and all the shit. All the talking points.
Yeah.
Well, shortly after that, she said she was taking a break for social media. She's like, I'm no longer going to be so active on social media. She was basically talking about Facebook, I think. Whereas Twitter, I think she's still highly active. Well, then that Sri Lanka bombing happened where they killed 200 Christians in the churches and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
The Muslim, that was a Muslim retaliation for that white supremacist killing those Muslims in New Zealand.
So they say.
Yeah, ISIS took responsibility for it. But so she didn't have any comments on Twitter about it.
Yeah.
And I chalked that up to her saying that she was taking a break from social media. I was just giving her the fucking stupid benefit of the doubt. Just saying there's probably something to do with her trying to take a break from social media.
Yeah.
Well, we just had that shooting at the synagogue. Was it yesterday or the day before? And 3 hours after it's being reported on the news, she's already jumping on fucking Twitter talking about how, it's another white supremacy fucking thing and all this stuff. I'm like, you fucking bitch. I'm like, it's like you can't even say like, oh, she's only saying it because it happened in America. Like, no, fuck you. That fucking New Zealand shit happened in New Zealand
because the right characters.
Yeah, it had the right villain to the story that fitted her narrative. Basically,
good guys versus bad guys.
But even then, I don't even know who did that fucking synagogue shooting. I don't know if it was it could have been a white supremacist or a radical jihadi. Who fucking knows? I don't.
The most recent one.
Yeah. Did you hear anything about it?
No,
I haven't either.
Yeah.
Moving on. So I wanted to talk to you because recently I heard an interview from Scott Thompson. Do you know who he is?
I don't.
All right. Do you remember that old sketch comedy show, Kids in the Hall?
Yeah,
the Canadian guys are like kind of punk rockers. They were making like
Comedy Central.
Yeah, and like they made like really grimy, like kind of dirty sketches.
Yeah.
The gay guy that was on that show.
Okay.
Scott Thompson. Well, he did an interview with Tom Segura and his wife, and it was tragic. He was talking about like him growing up in the late '80s and '90s and being on TV and being openly gay and like kind of punkish about it, and just all the crazy shit during like the HIV epidemic and AIDS epidemic and all that shit. And it was it made me realize just how fucking lame today's gay people are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they all they sit on this victimhood that is really reserved for all these old queens.
Yeah.
All these 50. If you're a 50-year-old gay guy, you're a veteran.
Yeah, they're
okay?
OG.
The way I see it, like Well, he talked about like how bad that epidemic was. He's like in San Francisco and stuff like that. And just how it was wiping people out. Like all of his friends were dead and stuff like that. And I was like, oh fuck, I never really thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And just like he was talking about how gay people were treated back then, and like I was just thinking in my head how they're compared to today. And even he said he's wildly jealous of today's gay people, and in fact he resents them a little bit for it.
Yeah, because it seems so easy now for people just to say like,
oh yeah,
hey, I'm gay.
Absolutely.
And everybody goes, oh, cool.
But the thing is like,
how empowering of you to say that you're gay now.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. Like,
yeah.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
Oh, good for you.
Exactly. But so he was just talking about how bad it was to be gay, and like that made me mad. I was like, because a lot of today's gay people still hold on to that victimhood that they never experienced.
Yeah.
None of it. They didn't experience the real gay bashing of the 80s and 90s, and even before then. Jesus Christ. I mean, no one's saying gay people had it easy coming up to this point, but gay people by far are way more accepted than they are today.
They're praised.
In fact, yeah, they kind of get like a little bit
put on a pedestal.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Well, I was kind of like I mentioned it earlier. I see today's gays as kind of like the stolen valor of homos. They're taking all this credit from all these real hardened war vets of the 80s and 90s, and they've been living in peacetime their whole life. They've never been to combat. They've never nothing.
They're the kid wearing the Vans, but he's wearing fatigues.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's got like he's wearing a Navy hat, wearing Army fatigues.
Yeah.
And he's walking around. Yeah.
I was a SEAL.
Oh yeah, I was in there. I was really doing it.
I was a Ranger SEAL. Delta.
Yeah, I was a Ranger SEAL.
Delta. Where'd you go? Fucking everywhere. Can't tell you.
I was part of the 81st Amendment Brigade.
Yeah, fucking losers. But I was just sitting there thinking. Also, I'm like, like what? Like I understand why the older gay dudes can hold a lot of resentment towards straight people. By all means, I feel like it's warranted. But where do lesbians get off being so fucking angry all the time? No one gave a shit about lesbians ever. You never heard about lesbians being gay bashed.
No.
And everybody always said it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. No one went after lesbians ever. In fact, we bought their DVDs.
Yeah, no, I liked that was my entry level porn.
Was it really?
Yeah, lesbian porn. I know it's not a lot of people like it. They're just like,
fucking
really?
Boring. And I always feel like all the lesbians I've met in real life are just fucking assholes. Like they are. They're just like they think because they're dating chicks and they are a chick like they feel like they have to.
Are you talking about like the dykier ones?
Like the alphas, the silverbacks with the crew cuts. Come sucks daddy's.
Normally their hair's tied back or short. Got a crew cut and they
come
got
eat
plaid.
daddy's pussy.
They got plaid on.
Oh yeah.
My name's Gina.
They look like John Goodman from Roseanne. That's how I picture them. Yeah, basically John Goodman from Roseanne. Yeah. But even today, you'll see lesbians out in the bar and stuff like that, and they'll make sure a dude's looking when they kiss their girl, and they'll look at you like, how does that make you feel? Like you're kissing somebody you love. I don't know. Actually, I'm more offended that you think I would react poorly to that. Like, why would I
Are
give
you
a shit?
saying that they're seeking attention?
Oh, shocker.
Oh.
Not in today's culture.
Daddy wasn't around to look at me. I'm a fairy.
Well, I was just thinking, like, how everybody, all the negative shit that happened to gay people for the most part was against gay men.
Yeah.
All the gay bashing, the horrific murders, the fucking
Yeah.
HIV, AIDS. Never heard of a lesbian dying of fucking AIDS.
No.
No.
Freddie Mercury died.
But that was a dude, a gay man.
Yeah. Magic Johnson, he had a magic wiener.
He's magical blood.
And he lived.
But, like, that's all. Like, lesbians didn't even have AIDS, so they don't even have that combat stripes. So that made me think that, like, because I was, thinking about today's gay people as compared to earlier and the stolen valor, I was like, gay men are the infantry of gay people.
Okay.
Lesbians are the pogues. For any
Pogue?
A pogue.
Okay.
So for anybody who doesn't know, for military lingo, pogue means personnel other than grunt. It's a slam term that infantry guys use against anybody who's not infantry. So if you're a mechanic or you do radar or something like that, you fucking pogue.
Yeah.
Is what you call them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, so I was sitting there, I'm like, so gay men are pogues. Or no, sorry, gay men are infantry.
And then the women.
Lesbian are pogues. And then I sat there in my head, I was like, well, what are bisexual people? I'm like, you know what? Those are National Guard infantry. They're weekend warriors.
Yeah,
they come around every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, but
they
they're
don't
not
really have the numbers.
No, they're not full timers.
They're not.
Definitely.
They're not real military.
No.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, gee, they're not real gays. I guess is what you're saying.
They're not real.
You fucking bigot. I fucking knew it. But I just thought that was funny. I was like, these stolen valor gays of today. It's like, you're all fucking living in peacetime. Shut your mouths. Shut your mouth. No one cares that you're gay. In fact, people have giant coming out parties.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, I don't really care for these. The, what are they called? The gender reveal parties?
You don't like those?
No.
I like them. I think they're fun.
Knock it off.
It's a lot cooler
No
than
one
just a
cares.
standard fucking baby shower.
No one. Yeah. Don't have those. I mean, if you
Don't have baby showers.
if you're
You
gonna have
tell
a
a woman not to have a baby shower, you're gonna get your eyes clawed out, and I'll help her.
Okay. Well, the gender reveal thing, it just to me is, again, I want attention for the thing that I created with someone that I might not really
Someone
be.
else's cum.
Yeah. We made this cum baby, and
Ew. I don't like how that is.
and now come and see. We already know what the sex is going to be, but we're gonna have this big reveal. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares?
I think they're cool. I think like the creative ways that they like, oh, it's pink or it's blue. Well, I'm waiting for like a purple one to pop up. Like, we haven't figured out what gender it is because it hasn't told us.
But why are we making such a big deal about it? You're having a kid.
'Cause
That's why can't it just be a baby shower?
Because baby showers are fucking lame, and typically they're single gendered, right? Only women go to baby showers. Some people have co-ed, I think, but for the most part, it's just women.
But yeah, because the only people that really give a shit about it are the women.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if I'm going to a baby shower, like, I don't
Just
give a
let
shit.
them have it.
No,
Let
but
them have that. I think the gender reveal
I'd be
was
more
a man
excited
thing.
to go.
Was a man thing.
Because it's better. And there's a surprise. Surprise.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's just like, $50 says it's a dude.
Oh, yeah, well, there's definitely gambling going on.
Yeah.
I'm gambling.
Yeah.
Bet you a baby.
I just,
Bet you a baby, it's a boy.
I like every time I hop on social media, it's just like, another gender reveal, and it's just like, oh wow, this one's so like, who cares?
Oh, well,
I'm not on the gender. I don't know. I don't really.
I'm into it. I think I'd much rather go to a gender reveal party than a fucking baby shower.
I choose to go to neither.
Well, that's because then no one invited you. That's why.
I had to go leather my baseball, or I have to go condition my baseball gloves.
That's a fun way of beating off, but okay. I was going to walk in there, you got your dick in your baseball glove. What are you doing? I'm having a round of catch. But, with that Scott Thompson interview, though.
Oh, yeah.
Some more interesting, like, he was talking about, because, back in the day, it was very shameful to be gay in, I guess, some ways, because it wasn't wildly accepted in society.
Yeah.
So he talked about, like, all the secret lingo and all, like, the bathhouses, and, like, he called himself a park queen.
Park queen?
Yeah, so what he said is, like, they had, like, gay rituals or whatever you would call it, where after the bars, he goes, you knew the area, you knew which ways to walk home or walk to your hotel and kind of stop by, like, parking garages or, some other main areas where the other gay guys... truck stop. Well, no, he talked about parking garages and...
but, I mean, truck stops were notoriously known.
Were they?
Yeah.
I don't really get too much
my
about
first
that.
experience.
I would just think about lot lizards when I think about truck stops. But he talked about he was a giant park queen. And like basically it was a hobby for him to go down to like the local gay parks or like these areas of forest, he said. It was just an area of forest where gay guys were known to conjugate.
They just hung out there?
Yeah, and he goes...
Oh, like something about Mary?
Yeah, exactly. Wait your turn. We were just peeing. Yeah, we were all pissing. But he talked about that. I was like, man, no gay dudes. Like, I'm sure there's some group of gay guys probably doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, how great is that? I was like, imagine if, like, we knew that, like, dude, there's an area of the forest right now. You walk in there, you're getting your dick sucked by some pack of chicks hiding out in the woods.
That'd be amazing.
You know how much camping will be going? How much camping gear will be gone right now?
That's why we go camping. We're just hoping that we find that.
Yeah, but you know how many times dudes have found a pack of horny chicks just ready to gobble dick in the forest?
Slim to none.
Probably 2 times ever. And it was a guy, and it was a gay forest. But I was just thinking, I was like, to be gay like that would have been cool. Like, he talked about how exciting it was, like, he goes, you would never even know people's names. Yeah. He goes, I'm like, wow. I was like, God, as a guy, that sounds like a dream if it were women.
Is
you
it
know,
the
like anonymity?
Yeah.
And anonymity. I live in a sea anemone.
I'm black. I can't speak right.
Oh, Jesus, Jesse. But black. She black. But yeah, so I just really compared them all to Stolen Valor kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because there's the amount, like you said, the amount of hiding and ridicule, and you couldn't talk about
pain and fucking the harassment,
shame,
abuse,
the shame.
Yeah,
you couldn't tell your family. You couldn't talk about it.
And when you did, your family would disown you and all kinds of horrific shit, man.
Which, I don't know. Is it good now that it's all out there?
Well, I grew up in the 90s, and, like, I remember my folks, they were, like, conservative, and they would always talk about, like, gay marriage, and, like, they shouldn't be getting married. They can call it something else. And I was, like, 10, and, like, 9. I was just like, why not just let them get... Everybody I know is fucking divorced. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, stop talking about, like, marriage is some sacred
why
thing.
do we hold on to that so hard?
I don't get it either.
So hard.
Come at him so hard.
So hard.
But,
Yeah. I don't understand why people they hold these like old ways and like with marriage and like keeping like, oh, we can't have the gays getting together and getting married because then they'll be getting divorced too, just like you were talking about. Yeah. Like they want to save money on taxes. No, we don't want the gays to be saving money on taxes.
And they always had the worst fucking arguments for fucking gay people.
I think they were worried.
I've ever heard.
I think they were worried that the gay people were going to do it better.
Well, maybe, you know, fucking.
They're gonna keep the house nice and tidy
because they had 2 incomes.
Yeah,
no kids.
2 men that are making more money than women.
78 cents on the dollar. That's what we're gonna make. But I was just sitting there like, remember those awful fucking arguments against gay marriage? Like, why come if gay guys get married, I can't marry my car? Then like all that, we're gonna be marrying dogs. It's a slippery slope. Like, who the fuck?
Who was making that argument?
I heard it all the time. Like, it's a slippery slope. Then you can just marry animals and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is the dumbest fucking argument I've ever... Well, then where do we draw this line? If the gays are getting married, like, at adult humans, where it's always been.
I highly suggest you stop listening to that hillbilly.
Well, I can't relate it to him. I gotta see him on Thanksgiving.
Well, I just want to marry my sister.
Yeah. So you telling me I can marry my Chevette now? Like, no. Leroy?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I want to go inside that person's head for one day just to see what they picture gay people are. Because, like, if they're comparing them, like, I could just marry my dog then, and all this horrible, stupid shit. What do they picture a gay person is?
A demon.
That's probably some Bible-thumping garbage.
Yeah. They just see it as a demonistic type of deal.
But yeah, I just wanted to say today's gays are fucking... You're living in peacetime. You're not war vets. You're fucking National Guard. You're fucking Army Reserves. But, I mean, they're not compared to, like, the real Stolen Valor motherfuckers. Those people... I sent you a video this week.
Of...
The Navy SEAL that confronted the fake Navy SEAL.
Oh, he was, like, at a diner or something,
right?
And the guy's just spitting off fucking bullshit, and the dude that's...
sitting there, like, FaceTiming.
The actual SEAL.
He looks like it, too.
And he's active.
Yes.
And he's just cringing.
He's fucking laughing, but then you can see the way he's, like, gripping his spoon and shit. Like, he's ready to break that fucking spoon.
Yeah.
But,
So, a quick little overview. The video that he sent me, the guy is sitting at a diner. I don't know how he got in contact with...
The guys were sitting next to him.
They were just sitting next to him.
And he overheard him talking about this guy was a SEAL.
So he starts recording himself
to
pretty much catch this guy in a lie.
A bunch of them. I was not in a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
But I know Like, if you're pretending to be you were military is one of the dumbest fucking things you could do, because it's such a well of knowledge that you have to know. Like, it's not even like everybody knows these little tiny intricate things about what things are called, the nomenclatures, the procedures, where you go, what's where, what bases are where, what units are at which bases.
And you guys know
all of it. We know all of it.
But you guys know the ones that people cherry pick.
Yes, the ones
you know, like, oh, I bet this guy is going to say A, B, and C.
Well, I guess the main victims of Stolen Valor are easily Navy SEALs.
Okay.
Thanks to movies like Lone Survivor and American Sniper and fucking Charlie Sheen's Navy SEAls. And then Green Berets get it pretty bad. Army Special Forces, Army Rangers, Marines in general. People just claim they're Marines all the time. And then the paratroopers as well. The 82nd Airborne and 101st Airborne. Like, some of the main prominent units.
Ones that are well-known.
Well-known units.
Yeah.
Like, that's the ones people usually go to.
Yeah.
And I was from a well-known unit, so it's like a lot of people. My like confronting experience with Stolen Valor happened when I was working at a gun shop, and I don't feel good about it anymore.
No.
Well, over the years of like observing Stolen Valor, like there's really 3 types of Stolen Valor that I notice.
Okay.
And the first one is being kind of what I would call the touched spectrum Stolen Valor kind of guy.
Yeah, they just want to be part of something.
Yeah, they don't really mean anything bad by it. They see something they respect and admire, but they want some of that recognition for that. So they kind of, that's really what most of Stolen Valor are those guys.
Yeah.
And the guy that I called out was one of those. I didn't realize till afterwards, but he did something really stupid. He came up to me at the gun shop, and I didn't ask him. He just started dropping it on me. And basically, the soldier, or whatever you want to call it, the person he was pretending to be, was basically me.
Oh.
He said he was from my unit, he had
no.
my job, and that he went to Afghanistan twice.
Oh.
And I was like, what the... What's
fucked.
up, dude?
He done goofed.
Yeah, and I was like, so he said he went to Afghanistan. I was like, oh, well, where in Afghanistan did you go? Because I went, to some places.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I was at that place where the 2 swords go over the freeway. So I've never been to Iraq, but a lot of my friends have. And they all have pictures of these 2 like sword statues that go over a freeway. I believe it was called the Green Zone. Okay. It's like the entrance into the Green Zone.
Yeah, I saw that piece of shit movie.
I don't even remember that movie, really.
Matt Damon.
But so I pulled up the picture of I typed in like Iraq Green Zone, and then I saw the swords. I clicked on it. I showed him the fucking screen, and I'm like, "Is this what you're talking about?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's it." I'm like, "You ever been to Iraq?" He's like, "Oh no, just Afghanistan." I'm like, "That's fucking Iraq, pal."
Oof.
He's like, "Oh, it is?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, well, they're in Afghanistan too. I'm like, "No, they're fucking not, guy."
Eek.
No, they're not. And so we end up getting my boss out there too, who's at the time a gigantic fucking Marine, gigantic man, and we lit him up. And only afterwards, after we posted the video to Facebook, did somebody who knew him came forward and had told us that he was touched, as we'll call it. I've never felt really good about it. If you're listening, which you're probably not, I'm sorry. But,
just don't pretend.
You done goofed, bud.
You done goofed.
And then, so, the second, like I said, there was 3.
Yeah.
The second guy is definitely the guy who's just trying to get pussy at the bar.
Okay, so yet again, he wants attention, but he's not willing to sacrifice. He's not willing to, how do you do it?
Well, no, Jesse Ventura?
Yeah, Jesse Ventura.
He's not willing to sacrifice.
Yeah, there you go.
But, no, these guys, they're really not, like, they're not, like, crazy about it. They're opportunistic when they're at the bars, like, trying to impress a chick.
Yeah.
And they figured,
So these guys aren't wearing fatigues?
No, typically
They might
not.
have dog tags?
Not even.
Or claim that they've been here, claim that they've been there?
No, they're typically verbal only.
Okay.
They're just like, oh, yeah, I was a Marine with fucking this division. I killed, like, those are the guys who were like, I killed a kid. And they say that dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know how many people I know that have killed a kid?
And bragged
fucking
about it?
Zero.
Or bragged about it.
Yeah. Well, I think I have one friend that was in an altercation, not with a kid, but with somebody younger. Nobody brags about shit like that.
No.
But, anybody like these guys are like, I shot a 9-year-old in the face. I'm like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Like, what do you think we're doing over there?
Yeah.
I was like, you think I'm like, get the kid. Like, there's one. Get him.
Come on, kill him.
Yeah, kill me. Kill him now. But so like those guys, they're definitely one of the most obnoxious and fucking annoying offenders. But they're not nearly the fucking worst pieces of shit.
Okay, so then what's the
worst ones?
Yeah.
The worst ones are the like real deal narcissistic psychos that fucking live their lives as phony veterans.
Oh, like that. The black dude. You ever see the Stolen Valor one? It was like older black dude. He was wearing his dress Marines. It has a black jacket and then the blue pants. He has a
little sailor cap and all that stuff.
Cap.
Yeah, he's wearing the Class A uniform for Marines.
But then his
chest is decked out, isn't it?
Littered.
Oh, yeah,
with all the little chinklets or chiclets.
Chinklets? Yeah. They're called awards. Ribbons. You're like, that's a handful of chinks you got right there.
There's a giant vein that popped out of his head when I said that.
You called him chink. Like, that's the kind of shit that asshole says.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the dudes that get beat up.
Yeah.
Some of the drunk at a bar guys trying to get pussy, some of those guys get beat up only because veterans are there and we're drunk.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I'm a real vet and you say you are and I know you're not and I beat you up, I might get the pussy.
Have you ever come across someone that has been like...
The psychos?
Yeah.
I knew one, but I didn't know till afterwards. Like, what's it called? I didn't really talk to him. He was just... The thing is about those psychos is that they typically get involved with, like, veteran organizations. Like the VFW. They try to, like... They try to get involved.
They try to validate themselves.
Oh, absolutely. They're trying to validate their horse shit, their lies, yeah. Those guys are fucking batshit. Their whole family thinks they're veterans.
Wow.
Like, there's dudes who have been married like 12, 13, 14 years, and then Don Shipley calls him out online.
Yeah.
This guy's a piece of shit.
They just get the tattoos.
They get tattoos. They're the ones that do all that shit.
They go buy a couple medals on Amazon.
Oh, they buy full fatigues, like you said, and all the chinklets, as you call them, affectionately. But yeah, they get all that shit.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking crazies.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I actually saw a kid a couple days ago. He was walking down one of the main drags, and he had Timberlands on, and he had fatigues, not tucked in, not kept very well, but he didn't have military boots on. But he had he was trying to pretend to be that, or trying to pretend that he was in the military. He was wearing his costume, pretty much. And
cosplay.
And I looked at it, and I'm just like, come on, man, you can't do that.
Well, I will say this over my years is talking to people, because I typically, when I go out, I don't tell people I'm a veteran, but if I'm with my friends, they'll be the fucking first ones to blurt that shit out.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You like to embarrass me in restaurants.
Ting, 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 ting.
I'd like to make a toast.
All right, everybody.
I usually get up and leave as soon as I hear you tinking your glass, I'm out.
My favorite was the time I had you almost run out of that grocery store.
What? Which one was that?
We were buying groceries. We were at a Safeway, and then I asked the lady to make an announcement.
Oh shit! Yeah.
To thank you for your service.
That was in Oregon, wasn't it?
Undisclosed area.
Undisclosed locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
I do remember. I walked away.
Yeah,
I just stormed out.
I was just like, excuse me, ma'am. My buddy over here, he's former military, and I just like to give him thanks over the intercom for his service. And you turned red and were like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like when people thank me for my service and stuff like that, I'm like, okay, and I shake their hand and I'm like, okay, bye.
You get all shaky and sweaty like I do at the beginning of the podcast.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's like
that's how I feel.
That's how gay people should feel. When people are like, oh, good for you, you're gay. You should be like, oh, yeah, well,
okay. That's
just what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't be that proud of it.
I made the decision.
Yeah, well, except mine was a choice. Mine was a choice. I went in there and I signed papers. That was definitely a choice.
Yeah.
But, people don't realize how fucking common this stolen valor shit is.
Oh, I believe it. And
it's huge.
I think a lot of it would be... I would say the first spectrum that you're talking about, the touched ones,
guys, yeah.
They just want to be a part of something.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I feel like there's not a lot for them to be attached to, being with the way the social media and everything. Because if you post that shit on social media and you get people praising you for it, then that gives them their validation of being a part of
something for their self.
And I feel bad for those ones.
I do.
It's the ones that go balls deep into it, and they're doing the cosplay in full
regalia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Their families believe it. They have children, and their children was like, my dad was a paratrooper.
Yeah.
And then we go, your dad was full of shit. Your dad was in prison.
He worked at Wendy's.
A lot of them are fucking the dudes who were narcissists that do it for a long time.
Yeah.
They were actually in prison for 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
So when they come out, they say they were military, and then they start living that lie. I learned that too.
To cover up their tracks.
Yeah, because they got busted for being a fucking meth head or some shit.
Yeah.
But I would tell people, for every one like hardcore combat vet there is out there right now, there's probably 3 to 4 phonies. It's really common. I've run into a bunch of them, typically at bars.
Yeah.
Like, because you get the guys who are trying to talk to chicks and try to get pussy, but you also
spouting it off.
Yes, but you also get the guys that, like, once your friends spout off that you're military, some dude will come up to you and like try to like run his shit by you, and be like, "Oh, you were in? Yeah, I was in too." And I'll be like, I don't really typically ask questions. I'm like, "Oh, good for you." You know, and like they'll be right there. Yeah,
I've seen it.
You've seen it. Like they'll come right up and try.
They come up to you and they're like almost like you're a movie star.
Yeah, it's weird.
And they're just like, "Oh yeah, well I was in this too, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think of me? Are you validating me? Am I cool like you?"
Yeah, they're like people like us, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm like, I don't even fucking know you, bud.
Yeah.
We're not cousins.
And you're like, I
Whatever the fuck
don't
you
give a
think it
shit.
is.
I'm out, man.
Yeah, like I'm fucking, you know.
I served my time.
I worked at a gun shop. But oh man, the fucking crazies. The worst ones though to run into at bars, like after your friends spout off that you're military, the guys will come up to you and be like, "Yeah, I was gonna join, but I couldn't because insert bullshit reason here. My feet hurt.
Yeah.
My back's bent, you
Yeah.
know, or whatever." Like, and then you're like, "Oh, bud, that makes us practically fucking cousins."
Yeah.
Like, you know the differences between you and me and all my friends? None of us almost joined.
Yeah.
We all fucked up and did it. We all made that mistake. We're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, this is a bad idea."
You chose to. I chose not to.
Yeah.
That was it.
Those dudes are the fucking worst, because then I had one dude who I actually had to yell at once to get the fuck away from me. One of those guys came up and said, "I almost joined," all that garbage. And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, it's not for everybody." You know, just trying to end the conversation. You know, just like, "Okay, bye." You know, nope. This motherfucker was within 3 feet of me for the rest of the night. And it took about an hour later. And like I'm talking to people, and he pulled that exact sentence. Like, that's where I got that sentence from. "Yeah, these guys aren't like us."
Oh.
He was like, "They're people like you and me." And finally, I just turned to him. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude," that's what I told him. Like, none of us almost joined. I was like, "You didn't. Stop pretending.
Yeah.
You ain't got to lie to kick it, bud." He's like, "You want to be a cool guy and just fucking be cool? Be cool.
Yeah.
Don't fucking come over here and try to like stroke my cock with dog tags on. It's fucking gay." Okay, fucking cut it out. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
Knock it off. Yeah, but yeah, still Valor's fucking. It's a funny thing.
So, speaking of knocking it off,
What?
Star Wars.
The new trailer. That's a great segue. Knock it off.
Knock it off. Just knock it off.
You know what's funny is like I sent you the trailer and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer, and I watched it. I was like, at first when I was watching, I was like, "Oh my god!" I tried to be excited, and then the moment it ended, I was like, "Fuck! I cannot give a shit about this at all anymore."
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I fucking hated The Last Jedi
Oh, yeah.
until I saw this fucking trailer.
Hi. Yeah. Are you finally waking up?
I'm done.
Yeah.
They ruined Star Wars. I did
Yeah.
not give a fuck about that trailer.
Rain Johnson.
Oh, square-headed bitch boy. Yeah.
Isn't it? He claims his name's Ryan, but he spells it as Rain.
Yeah. Well, I spell it F-A-G.
He.
Faggot. Yeah, faggot.
But yeah, he ruined it. I mean, he took everything that we know, lore and all that shit, and he just shit all over it.
Well, as rabid, and I am a rabid anti-feminist, as rabid as I am in that aspect, I really didn't mind Rey, the main character,
No,
the chick. I like her.
Yeah, she was cool.
I think she's great.
Yeah.
I really don't mind a lot of the fucking bullshit feminist tropes. My fucking giant issue with The Last Jedi was how they fucking treated Luke Skywalker.
Oh, yeah, he just drug that character through just gravel, thornbush, shit,
Do shit.
everything.
And then just shit on
ruined
him.
his character. It had him say that the lightsaber was a laser sword. He took the lightsaber that was the whole point of the movies prior, his father's lightsaber,
Oh, yeah, it was
threw it over his shoulder.
6 fucking movies build up for Luke. If you think about it, all 6 of the previous Star Wars movie prior to this new trilogy were all a build up of Luke Skywalker. All of it.
Or the Skywalkers.
Well, no, it's supposed to be Luke,
Yeah.
the chosen one.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, because you have the original 3, then you have the prequels,
Yeah.
which is just to tell you the backstory of how we got to Luke.
How we got to here.
And then this is supposed to be the after story of how Luke became the realest, greatest person ever. And they took him and they turned him into a grumpy old man sucking alien titties from green milk.
yeah.
And then they just fuck
The green titty
you.
milk killed it for me.
Yeah, he's like, and he like rubbed his lip when he like drank the titty milk. He's just like, he looked over at her like, you like that shit, bitch? Yeah, I'm grimy.
He really like Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker. He really like sold it. He was just like, you want me to be this crazy curmudgeon guy
Piece of
that's
shit,
drinking
yeah.
green titty milk and living on a weird island with these nun people? I didn't get it.
No, fuck no. It was just, they really
And those
fucked
little
that
cash
off.
grabs, those little, I don't know what they were, the little penguin things.
Oh, the little chiclets?
that Chewbacca,
Like
that
fucking little-
Chewbacca was trying to eat.
and they fucking like fuck that. And then there's just giant plot holes in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like the
Because
whole point of the
Johnson doesn't know how to make a fucking movie. No. JJ has a pretty good idea. JJ Abrams, I like his style, I like his ideas, but one of the things that JJ does, he builds up a story and he just doesn't know how to finish it. Hence why I like Christopher Nolan, because Christopher Nolan, he can make this giant orchestra of a movie and then have it all come together at the very end, and you go, wow, that was a fucking masterpiece. Where JJ creates this giant orchestra, but he kind of falls flat, or he gets he explains some things at the end, leaves a lot of holes of other things. Like, what was this giant buildup of The Force Awakens? Rian Johnson got it and was just like, oh yeah, all that other shit,
and
forget it.
They hired JJ back to try to fix it.
Yeah.
That's this whole last movie is JJ trying to fix it. So they brought back, you could hear Luke, he narrates the fucking trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, the laugh is clearly the Emperor, the Darth Sidious character. Can't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see it. This is the first one that I'm never going to go see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm done with it.
I just gotta say, I walked out of The Last Jedi. I walked out of it. I don't know how long into it, but around the giant puppy horses and then the fat Asian chick that was trying to tell the sob story. You know, she seemed like she belonged in the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, she does.
And then
That's a good point.
copied, and then they pasted her into Star
Last
Wars.
Jedi, yeah.
And was just like, all right, do what you would do in Big Bang, but just do it in Star Wars. And action.
A little quirky.
Oh, it didn't fit.
No.
And she's trying to tell her sob story on some gambling planet that looked like it was the size of, I don't know, Jackson. And they were just like, oh, okay, this is our gambling planet. It's tiny. And there's a alien that has a southern twang. You're like, yeah, I saw him park that spaceship over there.
Yeah, there was like a white trash alien on this gambling planet.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, the whole my biggest problem with the movie, though, well, aside the gigantic fucking Luke Skywalker fiasco, was
The giant horse puppies?
I had a problem with those as well. I thought
Okay.
they were fucking lame. I
Yep.
think they were really trying to attach some of the admiration that people had for Tauntauns back in the originals and apply it to these stupid fucking mouse fucking horses, whatever the fuck.
Oh,
those
yeah.
things were.
Or what was his name? Plagueis?
Darth Plagueis?
Isn't that what his name? No. The one that was the head bad guy.
Darth Sidious?
Not Sidious. The one he was giant.
Oh, Snoke.
Snoke. He turned into fucking Liberace.
He turned into nobody and they just cut him in half.
He's
Yeah.
wearing he's like, look at me, I'm wearing gold robes.
Yeah. Well, also, like, the whole point of that movie was, so they're in their little fleet trying to get away from them. Remember, like, the whole time, and
They're running out of gas.
Yeah.
They're running out of gas in
Exactly.
space.
And their plan would have worked. All that had to happen was that purple-haired bitch tell everybody else her fucking plan. Like, the way it works in the fucking military.
Uh-huh.
Like, a commander doesn't just have a plan and just go, hey, we're going to do this until I say
Because
otherwise.
I said so.
No, like,
Much
we
like
have
my
a
father
plan.
used to tell me.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? Because I said so. I'm your father. And it's just like, oh.
You remind me of my father. I
hated my father.
more Joker lines.
But why does Disney have this fascination with running out of fuel in space?
Is that a reoccurring thing?
Yeah, they did it in the new Marvel, the Endgame.
Don't tell me anything. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, it's in the trailer.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't really watch
He's
it.
telling Peppa Potts this. Oh God, I don't even know what her name is, but I don't care for that ginger.
Oh, you talking about the Goop chick?
Tony Stark's girlfriend.
Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Goop.
Yeah.
Yick, right? You tell me a billionaire is going to sleep with that fucking skeleton wrapped in white electrical tape?
No.
Looks grimy.
Thank you.
No.
But yeah, so he's like telling her, and they're like, their spaceship ran out of gas in space, You know, there's no fuel stations out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, never
and
mind.
things just don't keep propelling themselves in space. Apparently.
No, we're not doing this.
Yeah,
we're not doing your conspiracy.
No. We're not gonna go there.
No,
not yet.
Not yet.
But
not ever.
But so in the Last Jedi, they can only go so fast.
Yeah.
And the other spaceship can only go so fast. So
they're stuck. They're stuck at their own distances. Yes.
It's like Speed in space.
Except Speed was a good movie.
Speed was a great movie.
Speed was great.
Sandra Bullock in her prime.
Oh yeah, she was hot then.
And Keanu.
Keanu was so hot.
Oh yeah. Right after Point Break.
I think I would fuck him before Sandra.
Yeah.
In that movie. See how cute he was. I just want to pinch his
but she was a wildcat though.
Yeah, but he's got a tight ass.
But so I don't know. Just the way that Disney's just literally raping all these franchises.
Yes.
They're raping it. And
well,
they want.
Did you know that Disney owns 20% of movie intellectual properties now?
They're just gobbling it up.
Fucking crazy.
Just gobbling it up.
I didn't know that. I was like,
yeah.
Fuck. I was like, that's a problem. It's like somebody needs to shut that down. I was like, but they're not going to. Disney's way too profitable.
Oh yeah.
It's a blue chip company in stock trades. Like
they're just constantly consuming,
buying everything. They bought Fox.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I heard was they bought Fox.
The
only thing they don't own, like major companies that they don't own, I think, is like they don't own Warner Brothers and they don't own Sony. I think those are the other two main competitors, but Disney owns over 20% of all film intellectual properties.
That's scary.
That's fucking horrifying.
Yeah. And then if you don't get why,
that's a problem.
it's you only have one leader that's controlling all these entities of media, and they're putting their own premise,
their own agenda
into each and everything.
Yes,
much like Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Fucking Brie Larson. So I watched those fucking interviews after you told me. I was like, maybe they were done ironically. You know what? After it wasn't the Chris Hemsworth one. I really think the Chris Hemsworth one was done
with Don Cheadle.
With Don Cheadle. The one that was like, that's a fucking jab for sure, was the Jeremy Renner one.
Hawkeye.
Holy shit. He threw some shade at her.
Yeah, because what wound up happening is after that one went viral with Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle, they're like, oh, okay, we need to switch this up because Hawkeye, Renner, was supposed to do it with Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, really?
So they swapped it up, and they were just like, okay, you go with him. So they put Brie with Jeremy Renner.
Yes.
Had them sit down, and you could tell Renner wanted nothing to do. He didn't even look at her.
I've seen him in a lot of interviews because I like his movies.
Yeah.
He's a local boy. He's from Modesto.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Renner's from Modesto.
Oh,
but like you see him, he's usually like a really cheerful kind of guy. And like you could tell, like he was just not happy to be there.
Yeah.
But then so they asked her like, what do you like using your platform for things you believe are
Oh,
important?
yeah.
She jumped all
preaching about
over
it.
She goes, I make mistakes, but I like to use my platform for something good. But she's just pushing her fucking garbage. And then they asked Jeremy Renner, and he goes, I pretty much live a life that's accountable and responsible.
In my own way.
Yeah, in my own way. He goes, so I would never promote anything.
Or use my stardom as a platform for anything.
Yeah, for anything, unless to promote accountability and personal responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's it. And he kind of just like turned his head and just, fuck you.
He never looked at her.
No, he didn't. It was weird.
And he never said, she was not in the room.
And people were saying like, oh, because Don Cheadle came out afterwards on Twitter and said like, no, nobody has a problem. And everybody's like, oh, see, that proves it. And I'm like, yeah, that's one phone call from a Disney executive to Don Cheadle saying, hey, say something. Because Chris Hemsworth doesn't give a fuck. No. He's already done with them. Yeah, he's outie.
Yeah. He's Australian.
He doesn't. He's
Australian. He doesn't give a shit.
She's that fucking Sheila's a cunt.
Don't worry about that, Sheila.
Yeah, that's Sheila.
There's a bushel of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. No. Plus, he's a giant star. Don Cheadle, on the other hand,
he's kind of
he's a fucking co-star.
He's almost a red dwarf.
A red dwarf? Oh, like the planet?
Yeah.
Or the sun or whatever?
Yeah, the star. It's big and then it gets small.
Okay, so I wanted to shoot this question to you. I wouldn't tell you what it was.
All right.
So I was watching that movie Vacation. The new one with Ed Helms. Like National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes.
And they had the fucking crazy fucking navigation unit that spoke all these different languages. And like the Korean one was hella funny. It just screamed at him. It was breathing hella hard. It was great. So I wanted to ask you, if you got to pick any celebrity whose voice and personality would be included into your navigation. So if you're trying to get to fucking wherever, not only will it guide you, but it also might go on its own little tangents.
Yeah.
Who would you pick?
Can I have a top 3?
Yeah, fine. Why? I already got mine, and it's only top 1. That's it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Jesus. Well, he's going to point out every gym. Make a left here.
Turn in the parking lot. We're starting to lift weights.
Turn around, you idiots! Come on, it's right there.
Why are you gonna be such a pussy, you girly man? Look at your biceps. You garbage.
Liam Neeson.
Oh, wait, he's just trying to steer you into a black neighborhood so he can go hunting?
Don't drive down that street.
Yeah, that's where the black bastards are.
Yeah.
They raped my friend.
And then you wouldn't know who this guy is because it has something to do with sports. John Miller. He's a baseball announcer for the Giants.
Oh, you know who you should have gotten?
Who?
Harry Carey.
Hi, Michael. Why don't we make a left down the street?
We can stop here and get an ice cool Budweiser.
Why don't we stop over here and get a hot dog, Michael?
So who's yours?
Bet you I can eat 5 of them all at once and wash it down with an ice cool Budweiser.
Why is the moon made of cheese?
Yeah, I'd eat it.
Who's my number 1?
Yeah.
Guess. You already know who I'm going to pick. If I get his personality in there too?
Joker?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Jesse Ventura.
Oh, Jesse.
Conspiracy theory.
Oh,
Jesse
because he would
Ventura.
just go off.
Oh, fuck. It'd be so great. Driving, you're going to... just driving down the street, drive past like an Apple store.
Yeah.
You ever been in there? There's not even any apples in there. It's filled with computers. How fucking shady is that?
Like,
And then starts going off on, like, speaking of shady.
Yeah, did I mention I was a governor?
Yeah, of Minnesota.
Minnesota. I live in Mexico now and I don't even have a cell phone.
Oh, he's actually providing jobs in Mexico. Do you know that?
oh, probably.
Yeah, he's providing jobs so the Mexicans don't have to come over here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really working out. There's still hundreds of thousands climbing our little fence.
You're all worried about the borders?
I'm worried.
Yeah, you should be. It's a national emergency.
But you know what? The wall going up.
You all going up?
Oh, I heard that yesterday.
What?
Okay, I was playing baseball, and there was a basketball court primarily being obtained by black fellows.
Okay.
And one of them made a tremendous block on a layup.
So fucking swatted somebody. Yeah.
And then the black dude said, "The wall going up."
That's what the dude
Yeah,
said?
and so from center field, I started screaming, "Oh, you best believe the wall is going up!" And then all the black dudes started laughing their
They're all
ass off.
Jesse Peters.
Oh, that was hilarious. That was awesome.
Oh, by the way, a criticism we got for the show.
What's that?
People are not having us yell, lesbian!
Why not?
I don't know.
Why?
They're just not feeling it.
You're not feeling lesbians?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they're feeling lesbians. I haven't seen their search histories. But, I mean, people are just tired of the Jesse Lee, lesbian!
Why, the lesbians are funny.
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, still, you act like there's not a million fucking Jesse Lee Peterson sayings. And also, lesbian, we just kind of yell that.
Yeah, but lesbians is a main focal point of comedy right now.
Oh, well, she black.
She black.
She black. But all right, guys. You want to end it here?
Let's end it here. And by the way, we did our podcast in a bird cage today, so if you didn't like the birds, fuck you.
Bird flu.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.